Civil rights leaders are demanding action after two controversial arrests and claims of police brutality in Ocean City. Both incidents started with teens seen vaping on the boardwalk, which is prohibited. Several months later, the Caucus of African American leaders says Ocean City has not disciplined the officers and they want justice now. WJZ is live. Annie Rose Ramos spoke to this group. Annie Rose, what are the next steps?
Well, Vic, for weeks they've been calling for two things: an independent investigation and the suspension of the arresting officers. But neither of these two things have happened. So now they are planning on protesting in the hopes that it'll spark some action. Doubling down on their demands.
We demand that the officers be suspended. We demand an independent investigation.
And hoping to raise awareness ahead of the busy Labor Day weekend.
Well, we wanted to use that occasion to highlight the disparities and racial injustices.
Monday, civil rights leaders once again issued the same list of demands they called for weeks ago after videos surfaced on social media showing the violent arrests of black teens on the Ocean City boardwalk. In one of the videos from back in June, you can see a police officer repeatedly kneeling on 19-year-old Brian Anderson.
They wouldn't tell me what they were arresting me for or why I was being detained.
Another video from a separate day shows police tasing 18-year-old Tajier Griffin.
I'm upset about getting tased, but I'm just glad it wasn't a gun.
Police say both incidents started because the teens were vaping, which is prohibited on the boardwalk.
You wouldn't handle a vaping incident the same way you would someone who just robbed a bank.
In July, civil rights groups took this bus to Ocean City and met with Mayor Rick Meehan, where they discussed their demands, but neither of their requests were honored. So now, ahead of a holiday weekend that will likely draw crowds to Ocean City's beaches and boardwalk, they're planning demonstrations Thursday from Annapolis to Ocean City.
It's not the kind of vacation spot people want to go to where there's any concern that people are being treated differently because of pigmentation of their skins.
And Vic, we reached out to Ocean City Mayor and their police department about this. They have not responded, but they sent us this statement back in June saying in part, quote, "Our officers are permitted to use force per their training to overcome exhibited resistance. All uses of force go through a detailed review process." But in the meantime, the caucus is also filing a formal complaint with the Justice Department, asking for an independent federal investigation into these arrests. Live at 11, I'm Annie Rose Ramos for WJZ.